Okay, let's do some more beam shots with the HT35 from Haikelite. This is the super zoomy running XHP 35 HD. Now again, this is a laser. Window in the night. This is my neighbor. Hope I don't piss him off too much. My little car. Super thrower. I'm really trying not to. This is one of those lights where it really hurts if you get hit by it because it's so focused. This is putting out, by my calculations, 794.6 meters of throw. And it maintains its output. It does have a step down, which I have not been able to activate. Let's go. See the top of those houses? Let's go up the street here. This is a long way up. So you can see this thing call out to the whatever aliens are out there. And then way down the street. You can see basically, and I can see much more because it's cool white. It contrasts with the trees, even way that what you can't see on the camera here, I can see very clearly down to the end. So let's go for a walk here. All right. And of course it floods out for those of you who haven't used this light, but it is, this is on high mode, by the way. And in a little bit here, I will show you that you don't even really need it on high mode. You can use it on the 700 lumen medium mode and still have almost the same throw because it's so well focused. Here it is over there on the fence, on the drainage ditch. Let me tell you folks, you want to get this light. If you're a throw hound, you want to get this light because, my God, I mean, just because. I mean, it's that nuts. Okay, now we're on medium. We're a mode lower, which is really, you can't strike it any other way. It's still super throwy. Let's go down the street here. Stop sign. Still super throwy. And if you want to run it on medium, it has, the heat never becomes an issue, so it will not step down at all. But really, a step down, all you have to do is tap it back up, even on the highest mode. And if you run it, for instance, in Laredo, on the summer, on the hottest day, after you run it for maybe an hour, it'll still go back on high, and you'll have the same output, and it won't step down for another 30 or 25 minutes. I've run it and not had it step down if it's moderately cool. So, here we are at the fence. You see, it's so intense that it blots out. And what I'm seeing to my eye here is no less amazing. Let's put it toward the clouds. It's a cloudy night. We're supposed to get storms. But honestly, this is easily enough throw to contend in the top searchlights. There are a few dedicated super throwers that will handily beat it. But you really, because of the tunnel vision telescopic feature, they really don't have that much bragging room on it. Okay, another street here. Because this doesn't blind, you can only see the spots. See, here we go down the street. And again, my eye sees more than you can see on the camera here. It's all the way down there. I can light it all up. Very impressive. And let's go to the lowest mode. Okay, we're at the lowest mode, 340 lumens. Guess what? Still super impressive. Matter of fact, you can use this and let the batteries run for who knows how long, because it's using two 26-650s, 5500 milliamp. And again, still pretty impressive. And but anything in close range, this is overkill, even on the lowest mode. There is no shaking a stick at it. There it is, my neighbor's mailbox. My neighbor's on the other side of me. Oh man, I'm so impressed with this torch. And this is the cool white version. The neutral white version has a little more of a agreeable tint in terms of details, but because this is so focused, you don't need to worry about what will be glossed out by cool white with too much light. You really don't. It's got some weight to it. You could actually smack somebody over the head with this light for self-defense if you needed to, and you'd be just fine. You'd be there to live another day. Sanitation, all this fun stuff. Honestly, if you don't want to be blinded around you and you want to see just what's in the spot, you can just put it in the lowest mode, and for 99% of tasks, even the lowest mode is perfectly good. Alright, let's stop here and do flood. All right, here we are again on the lowest mode. I never left the lowest mode. 340 lumens. Believe you me, you can just relax. Look how much light that throws out my neighbor's house here. You can set up by around a campfire, or what would have been a campfire. Forget the fire, because this right here will give you enough light in a perfect, large, super wide scope to be able to see about, it'll throw light out for about maybe 25 feet of usable light, and you won't need a thrower in most cases. In fact, if you don't want to blind somebody, you want to go for a low light, wide spill. And this, you don't get any more of a spill than this. All right, here we go. We are on high again, I believe. Wait, let's see. Oh, we're on low, we're on medium, we're on low. Now we're back on high. Okay. Look at this. That will send a beam, even on flood mode, it will send a beam out. I'm trying to judge about 55 feet or more, and 75 feet. It's lighting up tree lines. You can't tell on the camera, but it is still lighting up everything around me. Plus a huge wave in front of me. Getting bitten by bugs. We're supposed to get a cold front tonight. Can't wait. It's pretty muggy out tonight. So here we are, and there's the yield sign at the end. I can see pretty far, but of course in flood, that is not the objective. So this light, you can see the size of the thing. It'll light up its own illumination here. It's quite big. It's got the carry strap. I got it from banggood.com, which I'll leave a link to. For those of you who want to buy through Haikelite, they are a fairly new brand, Chinese brand, but they are a higher quality brand. They're not like these ones you see on eBay for a few bucks that are, well, pretty much complete crap. It is actually a very good, worthy contender. Man, this, I can walk around with this, and you'll notice my neighbors here don't have street lights. They voted not to. This thing, you got to be careful with a light like this, because they will come out mad and tell you to turn it down. So the flood feature is very good here. I can do this, and it's not going to be offensive directionally. Hence, it's more useful. But I'm going to put it back down to throw here, and I'm going to show you some more long-range shots when we get up to the area by the pool. God dang, this is impressive. Look at that. Look at that. Forget about most. This is one of the lights. If I only had 5 lights or 10 lights to take with me, and I had to become like a minimalist, more than a minimalist than I am, and I had to only keep a small collection, this would be one of them. I'm not getting rid of this light. I recommend that you jump on board the Haikelite train. I also recommend their XHP35 lights and their MT-07S, which I did a brief video on. Everybody's got their Halloween decorations out. All right. All right, let's take it back to throw mode. Here's an example of a beam that is midway. I realized I didn't do a midway shot. This is between flood and throw. You've heard it said that people, with this light, you want to do either flood or throw. That's not entirely true. You can set it in the middle like this, and you're still getting about 400 yards, 300 yards range, because it's so goddamn bright. But this is a mix of flood and throw. I have it in the middle, and if I just focus it back into super throw, then I'll have all the throw, but I wanted to show you this first. So I would recommend this light, hands down. Those of you who may not even like zoomies, you may need to break your rule on this one, because a zoomie can be great for like a 1AA pocket light, since you can't get a lot of output, but they focus really well. So even a cheaper one would be okay, but this one is one of the ones you have to have, let me tell you. And here comes a car's headlights. I'm going to put it down. But You can't go wrong. Honestly, this is, it looks a little bit yellower to you, I realize, but it's not. It's a very cool white. But on the edges, it kind of warms up in color. See, there it is. You can see to the end of that little house. And again, we're on half throw. So it's pretty dang impressive. Let's go to this tree. See, still got a lot of throw. A lot of throw, my friend. It's a lot of range. See the oil on the ground here? And we'll finish off with a throw shot. All right, here we are back in full throw. Just to conclude the video, I'm going to put it up the street. You can see everything. And that lady who lives in this house right here, I'm going to put in this video because she didn't like me to shine these around. One more sky shot. All right, get yourself an HT35. Bye.